Welcome to our special report on the most popular theories about the end of the world in 2026. The world feels like it's held together by duct tape and the fading hope that billionaires will finally solve all our problems by blasting themselves into space. But 2026? That feels a bit soon, even for a species that elected a reality TV host as leader of the free world. From scientific predictions to wild conspiracies, we've got it all covered. We'll be diving headfirst into the murky waters of climate change, nuclear annihilation, and, of course, the ever-popular alien invasion. So buckle up, grab your emergency kit, and join us as we explore the top theories about how the world might just end in 2026. Now let's start with the science, because nothing says impending doom quite like a bunch of graphs and equations, right? One theory floating around, based on the work of a scientist named James Hansen, suggests that we might hit a tipping point with climate change around 2026. Hansen's research points to a potential runaway greenhouse effect which, and I'm just paraphrasing here, sounds like the Earth decides to cosplay as Venus and turns itself into a scorching hellscape.
And before you say it, yes, I know, scientists have been predicting the end of the world for centuries. It's practically their version of a hobby, like knitting, but with more existential dread. But here's the thing, this time, it feels a little different. The evidence is mounting. The ice caps are melting faster than a snowman in a sauna, and the planet's temperature is rising quicker than the price of a gallon of gas.
Another theory, and this one comes from the ever-reliable internet, claims that a rogue planet called Nibiru, or Planet X, is on a collision course with Earth. Now, NASA has repeatedly debunked this theory, calling it a complete hoax. But hey, what does NASA know, right? They also said Tang was a good idea. But let's say, for the sake of argument, that Nibiru is real and it's heading straight for us. What can we do about it? Well, not much, really. We could all start digging underground bunkers. But then we'd miss out on the last few years of sunlight, which seems a bit unfair. Plus, knowing our luck, the bunker would probably collapse anyway.
Another scientific theory, and this one is a real doozy, suggests that the Large Hadron Collider, that giant particle accelerator in Switzerland, could accidentally create a black hole that swallows the Earth whole. Now, the scientists at CERN, the organization that runs the LHC, have assured us that this is highly unlikely. But again, they also said the LHC wouldn't destroy the world the first time they turned it on. So forgive me if I'm a little skeptical.
But let's be optimistic for a moment. Let's say that none of these scientific predictions come true. Does that mean we're in the clear? Well, not quite. Because there's another threat out there, one that's far more terrifying than any scientific prediction human stupidity. All right, let's talk about climate change, shall we? Because if there's one thing that screams 2026 apocalypse, it's the fact that we're treating our planet like a frat house bathroom after a particularly messy kegger. We're talking rising sea levels that could make Waterworld look like a documentary, extreme weather events that make hurricanes look like a gentle breeze, and enough plastic in the ocean to make a merman cry. And the worst part? We're not doing nearly enough to stop it. We're like that friend who keeps saying they'll start their diet tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. We're so busy arguing about whether climate change is real, it is, and who's to blame, it's us by the way, that we're forgetting to actually do something about it. Now, I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure that ignoring a problem doesn't make it go away. In fact, it usually makes it worse. And in the case of climate change, ignoring it could lead to the collapse of civilization as we know it. No more avocado toast, no more Netflix, no more complaining about how much everything costs. So what can we do? We can reduce our carbon footprint, invest in renewable energy, and maybe, just maybe, start listening to the scientists who have been warning us about this for decades. Because here's the thing, climate change isn't just some abstract concept that's happening to someone else somewhere else. It's happening right now to all of us, and if we don't do something about it soon, 2026 might be the least of our worries. Now, I know what you're thinking. But John, you say, surely in this day and age, nobody would be foolish enough to start a nuclear war, right? And to that I say, have you met humanity? We're like that friend who insists on lighting the barbecue with gasoline. Sure, it might work, but it also might blow up in everyone's faces. But let's not give in to despair just yet, because while the threat of nuclear war is very real, it's not inevitable. We can still choose to step back from the brink, to pursue diplomacy over destruction, to prioritize peace over paranoia. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite doomsday scenario, alien invasion. Because nothing says the end is nigh quite like the thought of being probed, prodded, and generally inconvenienced by beings from another planet. And let's be honest, the idea of aliens visiting Earth isn't entirely far-fetched. I mean, the universe is a big place. Statistically speaking, there's got to be life out there somewhere, right? And if those life forms happen to be more technologically advanced than us, well, let's just say it wouldn't be the first time we've been conquered by a species with better technology. I'm looking at you, Spain, and your superior shipbuilding skills. So, what would an alien invasion look like? Well, Hollywood would have us believe it's all about laser beams, giant spaceships, and Will Smith cracking wise while saving the world. But in reality, it's probably going to be a lot more mundane than that. Imagine this: you're going about your day, grabbing your morning coffee, when suddenly the sky goes dark. You look up and see a massive, disc-shaped object hovering overhead. But instead of lasers, it starts raining down pamphlets advertising intergalactic timeshares and duty-free moon rocks. Because let's be real, if aliens are advanced enough to travel light years across the galaxy, they're probably not interested in our planet for its natural resources. They've got planets made of diamonds and galaxies filled with unicorn tears. They're probably here for something far more valuable: our culture. They want our music, our art, our memes. They want to know what it's like to experience the joy of a perfectly brewed cup of coffee, or the thrill of watching a cat video on the internet. In short, they want to be us, which, let's be honest, is a little bit flattering. So if the aliens do come knocking in 2026, don't panic. Just put on your best outfit, practice your best Welcome to Earth speech, and maybe hide your cat videos. And finally, we come to the mother of all conspiracy theories, Area 51. That mysterious patch of desert in Nevada that's been the subject of countless rumors, legends, and at least one Nicolas Cage movie, conspiracy theorist. What secrets lie within Area 51? Is it a top-secret government facility where they're reverse engineering alien technology? Is it a portal to another dimension? Or is it just a really secure storage facility for Elvis's lost records? Nobody knows for sure, but that hasn't stopped people from speculating. Conspiracy theorists. And with the recent surge in UFO sightings and the government's increasingly cryptic responses, the speculation has reached fever pitch. Some believe that the government is hiding evidence of extraterrestrial contact at Area 51, waiting for the right moment to reveal the truth to the world. Conspiracy theorist. Others believe that the government is using Area 51 to develop advanced weapons and technologies, preparing for a future war against alien invaders. Now, I'm not saying that any of these theories are true, but I'm not saying they're not true either, because the truth, as they say, is out there, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, the truth about Area 51 will be revealed in 2026. So, there you have it. The top theories about how the world might end in 2026. Are any of them likely? Probably not. But hey, it's always good to be prepared, right? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Let us know in the comments which theory you think is most likely.